Let's take years off of our chest. I'm Laura Ray, and today I'm going to take years off by using makeup. Not all of us can use self tanner. I can't. I'm very allergic to it. I first tried it in the 80s, and within 30 minutes, I had a full rash all over my body. So I've never been able to use any self tanner. I've tried so many, but the ingredient that actually turns you tan is what breaks me out in a rash. So we will be doing something that I saw the makeup artist Scott Barnes do on his mature friend. It's his neighbor. They've been friends a long time, and she's lived in California her whole life. So her chest had some of the things you would expect, some redness to it, some spots. So let's get started. What Scott did first was he took 2 shades of Dermablend, and I bought the exact same shades that he used on her because we were pretty similar in tone and color. I bought medium bronze and medium golden. So what I'll be doing is taking these, and I have done this and it turns out amazing. I'm going to put a little bit of the golden in. Now the reason Scott used 2 shades for his neighbor, she was so great, I really enjoyed watching the video, was that he says our skin is not one tone, it's tons of tones. Now Scott, in case you don't know, is the makeup artist that has done J-Lo's makeup for over 20 years. And he is really known for that bronze look. So I'm mixing them on my glass palette instead of the back of my hand. It's just easier, it's less messy. And the other thing that Scott used, he used his brush, or it might have even been a Sephora brush, but it was a compact brush, sort of like this, that you would use on your face for foundation. So I had this one. It's a very affordable brand from Amazon. And I'm going to just push my hair back, and we're going to start working. Now I want to talk about my chest first. I have a couple of age spots right here. And you can see from me wearing a tank top outside, I have a line of white here. I rarely wear a bathing suit. I'm usually just in a t-shirt. So I've applied a little product and I'm just doing swirling motions. Now at first you might look and go, Laura, that looks a little dark for you, but that's what we want. The chest should be a little bit darker than the face. That's what Scott was talking about. When he does J-Lo's body makeup, they make it a little bit deeper, and you can see where the lines were from my tank top. I'm going over that and just making little circles. Now the great thing about this Dermablend is it's waterproof. So it's going to stay on the skin. I've done this before at home and just walked around the house. I couldn't believe, look at the difference. Now I've noticed I would have to put a little bit more to cover that dark spot, but it's not as noticeable and I'm good with it. I just want it all to blend a little bit better. And I think that looks so much better. I don't believe anyone's eye would go to that. This is great for the upcoming holidays because you may have a shirt or a dress or something that has a V-neck, not necessarily something so deep as me pulling my straps down, but you may have something where the chest shows and you really want it to look, smoother looking. So I didn't really use even that much product. I have tons left on my glass palette. These are great too for covering spider veins, which I have spider veins. That's another reason I wanted to try this. So I'm experimenting with that now. I put a little bit on my legs last night and they look so much better. And so he goes right onto the arm. So don't just stop in the décolletage area, but you can go ahead onto, I'm going to put a little bit on my arms so that this blends out smoothly. This really doesn't take that long to do. I would give yourself a good 5 minutes to work on the chest. And I'm going to get over here on the shoulders. Move my hair a little bit, get on the arms here. Now Scott uses the Dermablend, and then he has a product for bling. It's a powder that he has, but I had MAC in my collection, Soft and Gentle, so I thought I'd just use that to save some money. You could use any highlighter you have that you like as a powder. That'll sort of seal things too and give you more shimmer. You don't have to do that step. You could just do the Dermablend and be done. And again, I'm just buffing. I'm doing circles, going back over spots. I noticed when Scott does this, he takes a while. He was talking to his friend and really just taking his time with it so that it looks great. And he kept going back over the same areas multiple times, and I think that's really important for blending. I like that this Dermablend dries, but it gives you time to work with it. So that's another thing. And you can see now that my tank top straps are pretty much gone. I can even add a little more product there if I want to cover those up. I am so impressed with this product. I couldn't believe when I wore it around the house how much more youthful my chest looked. They say that most people, what they notice about skin is not wrinkles, but all the discoloration can actually be what ages us more than wrinkles. So I think having that smooth skin really makes such a difference. I'm still noticing the age spots there. They're not as noticeable, but I do see them. So I could add maybe a little more product. This is, and just tap it instead of doing quite as much blending. Just tap around it. Even on this brush, there's a smaller end. I'm going to take that and do that with the smaller end and just see if that helps with that. Now I'm going to go on the chest with the MAC Face and Body. This is going to add a little bling, a little extra sort of seal the deal up. It's nice to put this, he really likes to put it on the shoulder blades. See the shimmer now on the shoulders? This would be nice if you had a pretty top or a dress where your clavicle there was showing more. So now you see there's quite a difference between my face and my body. So I'm going to bronze up my face, and you'll probably need to do this too. I'm taking the new one from LA Girl. This is a matte bronzer, and that's why I want to use it. I'm going to go in very lightly, just sort of swirl around, get both shades, and then start bronzing. I want to bronze the jawline especially to start blending in. I'm going to even go over the nose. I'm going to do this as if the sun were hitting me and just bronze up. Even the middle is a little light, so I'm going to bronze it up. So I just dipped into the powder super light like this, barely touching. You can even work it into your hand a little bit. And then you can actually, Scott, when he bronzes up his clients, he'll even go on all planes of the face. So not just on the cheeks. If he feels they need warmed up, he will go all over the face, the entire face, almost like you're applying just regular powder over the nose, even under the nose here. And you can see now that it's starting to blend in with the rest of my chest. And of course, what I'm wearing is a jacket. I'm going to have a jacket over it. So really, anyone that looks at me is just sort of seeing this part of the chest and neck. So I'm just going to bronze a little bit more. One thing I did want to mention too about this product is that it has an SPF of 25. So there is some SPF in this. I really love the look of this. What do you think? And I would love to hear any products that you use to help with discoloration on the skin. Are there any special skincare ingredients you've tried that are working? Makeup tips? Please share below. Remember to join me on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. I love you so much, and hope you have a blessed and beautiful week.